Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures. Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures. I'm Dawn Neiman, your host, and we have a fantastic episode set up for you today. First, we're going to check out the boat show at Ocean City's Convention Center. Then we're going to head over to Duffie's Boatworks to get a tour of how they make boats. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's coast naturally cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
Welcome back. I'm here with Tommy Fowler from North Bay Marina. And Tommy, what brings you to Ocean City's boat show?
Well, we've been here since day one.
A long time.
This is the 37th Sweetwater pontoon boat that we've donated to the Optimist Club. And I don't know if you guys know, but this whole show is really a fundraising for the Berlin Stephen Decatur High School Scholarship Fund. This show sends kids to college.
So you donate a pontoon.
And my boss here has donated 37 pontoons over the years.
And I can buy a raffle ticket and have a chance to win it?
Your door ticket's on the bottom of your ticket.
Okay.
If you pay to get in here, you have a ticket on the bottom of that.
Yep.
And there's a drum in the back where we have the giveaway boat. We've got some Harris pontoon boats in the back there. You walk past the Harris's and it's right back there.
So besides the raffle, are you selling boats here as well too?
We have. Yeah, I think we've got about 5 sold so far.
Okay. And where are you based out of? Where's North
We're
Bay
in
Marine?
West Fenwick Island. Yeah,
Right.
we're right on Route 54. Yeah, we're about 3 miles from the Coastal Highway.
What would you say is the hot product this year? Is it pontoons or
I would
center
say
consoles?
Fiberglass has cooled down. Pontoons always stay even keel. We've done a lot more brokerage stuff. Used stuff has been kind of a spark in the fall.
Okay.
The problem with the fiberglass stuff is all the dealers have inventory. We had COVID years when no one had inventory, so everybody ordered all this stuff. Then the companies built them, they all took it, and then everybody's had inventory, so there's a whole lot more competition.
Okay.
If you look in this back room, a lot of these center consoles are 20, 24 model years.
All right.
And the boat builders are trying to take them to take the new model years. So
Okay.
that's why you're seeing a lot of discounts here. We had the same thing in our Harris boats. Yeah, we got a bunch of 2024s, so we've dropped the price like 12 grand on them.
Okay, so people can get a great deal here then today.
Yeah, you're finding there's
If you don't win the free boat.
the boat companies, the engine companies, they all have the extended warranties or rebates going on at the show. So that's the reason you would buy here at the show.
Is that the advantage of buying at a show?
Yeah, you're going to get we sell the boats for the same price year round. It's the warranties and the extended warranties and the rebates from the factory that they should buy at the show.
Well, I didn't know that, so I definitely learned something new today. And the scholarship information. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what the show is really all about.
Right. Well,
I think they've, in 40 years of doing this, we've raised over $1.5 million.
Very
Sent
impressive.
a lot of kids to school.
So the community really appreciates North Bay Marina for donating that boat. I know my kids went to middle school here, and I have a lot of friends that went to Stephen Decatur High School. That is fantastic, fantastic cause.
My kids did too.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Okay, you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. I'm here with Rick Peacock from Carefree Boat Club. And Rick, tell us what the boat club's all about.
Boat Club is a private membership for boat enthusiasts. We have a fleet of boats. As a member, you would have full access to from a range from pontoons to center consoles to jet boats to even twin engines to go offshore.
Oh, wow.
We're located down at the marina at our Harpoon Hannas, and we've got a nice membership, and it's growing, and it's a great alternative to boat ownership.
Okay. Now, if I'm a member, can I rent a boat down here, but also, let's just say Annapolis? Are the clubs other places, or
As a member, you wouldn't rent. You would have access to.
Access to, right.
140 other locations. You got Annapolis, you got Baltimore, you got Deep Creek Lake, National Harbor. We have an online registration that you go on. It shows you all the boats that are available. And at that point, you just lock it in and you reserve your boat and you have full access.
Other states too, or just?
140 locations all around the world, or all around the country, every state.
And can you share what a membership would cost, or would that vary?
We have two different types or 2 times of the year where the membership is lucrative. One is the boat show, and the other one's the White Marlin, where we're really promoting it.
Right.
So this week we're promoting our boat, our membership. It's $59.95 initiation fee, and then after that it's $525 a month, and that gives you full access to your own private navy.
Okay.
No submarines.
As far as when you show up, is it fueled up? Is it ready to go? Do they drop it in the water? What do you have to do?
That's the beauty of it. It's boating without all the hassles that are involved with boat ownership. So you show up, the boat is prepared for you, it's clean, it's ready to go. You go out, you enjoy yourself, you come back. You're only responsible for topping off the gas. We clean it, we prepare it for the next person, and you just enjoy being out on the water. We've got a lot of people that come down here that own houses, and they come down here and don't want to sit there and set up with getting the boats ready. This way, they just show up and they go out and they can maximize their vacation time.
Hence the carefree, I guess.
It's all about time, and that's what we try to do, is try to promote time and people get them out on the water as an alternative for boat ownership.
Sounds like a nice option to me, and that you can use all those locations that would be in all different kinds of boats.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you sharing all that great information, and good luck here at the boat show selling memberships.
We're doing very well, and we appreciate it. Come down and see us. We're right by Harpoon Hams.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be sure to follow Maryland's Coast Adventures on Facebook and Instagram to keep up with the latest adventures. Just search Maryland's Coast Adventures and join in the fun.
Whatever the season, you'll surely have the time of your life in Ocean City. Golfers will find 17 area championship golf courses, including Ocean City's own Eagles Landing. Ocean City Golf Club features a totally redesigned and rebuilt Newport Bay course. Rum Point overlooks Assateague Island National Seashore and Assinipoxet Bay. Lighthouse Sound offers a great variety in terms of both its great visual excitement and strategy. The newest addition to the Ruark Golf family is the Glen Riddle Golf Club. Baywood Greens offers golfers the most scenic and spectacular golf on the Delmarva Peninsula. Delaware's premier golf course is the Bayside Resort Golf Club. Bear Trap Dunes Golf Club offers one of the area's most unique and memorable golf experiences on the Eastern Shore. Ocean Pines Golf and Country Club is home to the Delmarva Peninsula's only championship golf course, designed by the legendary Robert Trent Jones Sr. Ocean City, Maryland, great golf is just the beginning.
If you want your trade-in to be worth more down the road, then shop Toyota. The best resale value brand according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for the 3rd year in a row. On a $45,000 vehicle, see how these Toyotas are predicted to be worth thousands more than the average vehicle after the first 5 years of ownership. That's performance you can count on. Shop local inventory on buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Book your next trip in beautiful Maryland's coast. Stroll the downtown streets and enjoy shopping locally in Pocomoke City, Snow Hill, and Berlin. Dine at farm-to-table restaurants or enjoy the nightlife throughout Ocean City. Looking for outdoor adventure? Reserve your tee time at one of the 17 championship golf courses. Take a ride through Assateague Island National Seashore to view the wild ponies or camp in the Pocomoke River State Forest. Visit the serene landscape and be immersed in nature throughout Worcester County, Maryland. Start planning your trip today.
I'm back with Eric Fiore and Bayside Jet Drive. It looks like there's a bunch of wave runners, jet skis. So what do you have to offer here today at the boat show?
Today we represent 2 different manufacturers. We represent Kawasaki and the jet ski brand, the original one.
Okay.
And also representing Yamaha wave runners as well.
All right. And I overheard some people talking, 2-seaters, 3-seaters. What do you sell more of?
Just about everything's 3-seaters anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2-seaters is kind of, there's a few here and there, but for the most part, everything's 3-seater. Because, with families, most of the folks are riding only 2, but it gives you that little extra room to spread out.
And what is the difference? I've been on them and I've driven one, but they all look the same to me. So what is the difference between all the products?
So, depending on what platform, a lot of it is you have 3 different size machines. Through Kawasaki, you have 2 different sizes. Through Yamaha, you have 3 different sizes.
Okay.
So you have your smaller 3-seaters, which is standing here behind us, and you have your mid-range, and then your larger ones. And then from there, you have different engine options for how fast you want to go.
Right. And bay and ocean. You can take them wherever.
Absolutely, you can take bay, ocean. Obviously, in the ocean, we always want you to go with a friend in case anything would happen. I mean, obviously, the waves can be unpredictable there.
What about? I know some people jump waves in the inlet. Some of these geared more towards tricks.
Yeah, I've been guilty. I'm getting older now. It hurts a little bit more, but
when you land?
Yeah,
okay.
we do. Yeah, we land. But there's some shoals outside of the Ocean City Inlet where the waves stand up very nicely and everything's away from everybody. So yeah, we still go out there and do some play.
And how long have you been participating here in the boat show?
Oh, in this boat show, I think this is my 23rd year, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And it seems really busy today, so hopefully you're getting some traffic in here.
Yeah, it's been really busy. It's great to see all the recreational activity that's still occurring even after COVID. Everyone's really excited to get outside, and we're still seeing that today, even after the COVID scenarios where kind of everyone wanted to get away from everybody.
And wanted to be outside, yeah. Well, thanks for your time, Eric, and sharing all your knowledge.
Thanks for coming by. Enjoy the show.
Thank you. I'm with Marvin Kale from Cedar Creek Marina. And Marvin, how many years have you been participating here at the boat show?
We've been doing the Ocean City Boat Show for 25 years now.
Wow. I think you're the longest vendor that I've spoken to today, so kudos to you. Obviously, it must be successful or you wouldn't come back for 25 years.
Yeah.
What do you offer here at the boat show?
Well, Parker's got several new models, so we're showcasing those. They're showcasing a lot of their new features, standard features, optional features, so we're excited about those.
Okay. And have you sold any boats yet today?
We have. We've sold a couple.
Congratulations to you. Yeah. So far successful, weekend.
Yeah, it's nice to come back and see our old customers and meet new ones.
So you have a lot of repeat customers?
A lot of repeat customers.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's the first time anybody's mentioned that. And I know I've seen people here that say they come every year just to check out. Am I going to buy something? I don't know. And they get tempted.
Yep. So,
okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, we learned a lot about all the different boats, the jet skis, the clubs that you can belong to here at the boat show. Next up, we're going to head over to Duffie's Boatworks to see how the boats are actually built. So stay tuned.
So this is a scaled down model of how we would build a boat hull. This is the 64 footer, which is the bill fisher. This is just a scaled down version of the hull. So you can see all the different parts and pieces that fit into it. So you assemble this, and then all these notches where you lay your lumber in, your keel, your stringers, your chine here, this is your shear clamp, and then you would shape that lumber down to fit this, and then you'll plank over it, and that gives you the shape of the hull. Then once you have the hull built and faired and it's ready to pop off the jig and flip over, you would cut all these plywood frames out and get rid of them, and all that would stay is the bulkheads, the running gear surfaces, and the hull plating.
Okay.
What we do is we design the boat, we place all the equipment, Coleman does a weight estimate, and we try to place all the equipment so that the boat doesn't list, so that it trims correctly. The nice thing is we can, look at it in a rendered 3D model, and we can figure out if we have enough room to work on everything, if everything is in a functional spot. Just make sure it looks good, that it's aesthetically pleasing, even though it's a machinery space. So we'll design the entire boat like this, and we'll actually go to each vendor or each equipment manufacturer, and we'll download their CAD file for all the equipment so that we can properly place it. And that way, when we give our team members here that build the boats the drawings, they can see what it's supposed to look like when it's done, and we can give them, it just helps so much to have a drawing of what you're building. You know, you just hand somebody a bunch of parts and no good plan. You never know how it's going to turn out. So this just streamlines the process. Yeah, so from this, we can look at the running trim of the boat. We can watch as the boat comes on plane, see where the spray pattern is. We'll look at the bottom of the boat and see where the high pressure and low pressure areas are in the propeller pockets, or we'll look at the stagnation line, which is where the water is breaking on the bottom of the boat, and then where it parts on the chine. So we can extrapolate a lot of data from that. There's our low pressure and high pressure. We have the trim tabs down in this model. You can see the high pressure area on the trim tabs. So that's gonna force the bow down, which you can see the running trim on this is at 2 degrees. So it's running really bow down right there. Guys that have been in the boat building business for decades, they have a lot of boats under their belt that they've built that they've tested on. For us, we were trying to jump into the market and be competitive right out of the gate. So by having these guys and the way we do everything on the computer and being able to do CFD testing has really sped that process up. We joke around all the time that we've only finished 2 big boats, but we're on like iteration 7 of the boats. Like every day we're up here and we're like, oh, you know what we gotta try? Let's do this. Where's our little graph of how many different tests we ran on the 64? So all of these graphs, that's how many different trials and little tweaks we made to the 64, to the Bill Fisher.
Yep.
From our original bottom, which original bottom is the gray up here, to the as-built new strakes down here. So that's showing the vessel trim, and this is showing the resistance of the boat. So you can see the gray is all the way at the top and the red is basically at the bottom. So doing all that on the computer and then actually doing it on the boat in real life and getting the data to follow and to prove that the computer is accurate enough that you can make a change on the computer and get it to make a change in the real world is it's really amazing.
Cool.
So is that getting you on plane faster?
Yeah, it's increasing, it's decreasing the rise in the trim of the boat when it's coming on plane, and also it's lowering resistance. So resistance is speed,
Right.
So the lower the resistance, the higher the speed.
Is the software good enough that as you're designing it, it gives you the error message to say, hey, maybe you need to improve this or that?
No.
You have to do that?
No. Sometimes I have some ideas that these guys are like, So this is our in-house CNC router. We cut as many of the parts and pieces of the boat as we can right here. It all gets designed upstairs. They nest it upstairs. They, come up with the way to cut out the parts and pieces, the most efficient way so that we don't have any waste. And then we bring it down here, it comes onto this computer. They program the CNC router and cut it out. And then we give it to the guys to assemble. So like here's a typical pump lid, like pump shelf lid that we would build, because we want everything to be really strong, but we also want it to be lightweight. So we use a urethane tooling board perimeter, then we use a foam core in the center, then we actually bury these pieces of solid fiberglass in there, and then we fiberglass over that. So this whole lid, will be really, well, it's not glued together yet, obviously, but the whole thing maybe weighs 3 or 4 pounds like this. Then when we fiberglass it, it'll get a little heavier, and then we use as little fairing compound as we can on it. But it's a lid that'll never rot. It'll hold the screws really well forever. It's just a, really durable way to build something.
Maryland's coast is truly unique, and you're invited to stay here and explore everything there is to see and do. Get ready to go on an adventure to view the wild ponies of Assateague Island National Seashore. Be immersed by beauty at the various art galleries. Book your tea time at one of the 17 championship golf courses, or visit the downtown areas to indulge in delicious food and shopping local. Book your next trip today at visitmarylandscoast.org.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
Since 1988, Coins Pub and Restaurant has been serving up delectable homemade entrees with a diverse menu, all with great customer service. Coins staff is committed to the continuing long tradition of Coins Pub by respecting the old and embracing the new. Coins is still the home of No Mumbo, Just Jumbo crab cakes, and now features a variety of craft cocktails like the Smoky Bullet Old Fashioned. Come enjoy the rich tradition and fun atmosphere of an Ocean City landmark, Coins Pub and Restaurant, 28th Street in Ocean City.
The East Coast is home to one of the most diverse marine and wildlife habitats, but the proposed offshore wind projects now jeopardize their delicate balance. These massive turbines will disrupt ocean ecosystems, harming marine species, bird migration, and the livelihood of thousands of fishermen. Tourism is also at risk. Our coastline could be polluted and replaced by industrial eyesores, driving visitors away and damaging local economies. Our coasts, our jobs, our future, and national security is at risk. Stop offshore wind farms.
So this will be the cockpit of the boat. The fighting chair will be mounted here. This is wherever, this is where the action happens. So we built a wooden hull. The boats are all wood, the hulls. But, you don't want to, anymore, there's so many great composite materials, you don't want to build the entire boat out of wood because we're trying to save weight. I mean, within reason, it's never going to be light when it's this big, but we built a composite structure on top. The decks are all composite, so all these decks are 2-inch core cell. The entire mezzanine, all this seating area, this is all foam, composite, fiberglass over. The entire cabin structure on this boat only weighed 5,500 pounds. You would think, now the hull was 27,000, but we save a lot of weight in the top side with the foam structure. Now we're coming inside here. This will be the salon. When the boat's completed, this is where the galley will be, and the settee, and the dinette, wet bar. This is where the entertaining happens. So you can see we're in the process of finishing out the showers. We're installing furniture. This will be a master stateroom, a primary stateroom. This is day head. Another bunk room here. This will be all tackle storage. Another primary stateroom here. Crew quarters forward with another head. So this boat is 4 staterooms, 4 heads. We're in the engine room right now, and this boat's powered with 16-cylinder MTU diesel engines. Each one of these engines produces 2,635 horsepower. Then it has 2 30 kW Northern Lights generators. This boat will hold 3,400 gallons of diesel fuel, 550 gallons of potable fresh water. It'll have the ability to make its own fresh water from seawater. It has a Seakeeper 26 in the back, so that's an anti-roll gyro that keeps the boat from rocking and rolling too much while you're fishing. Makes it even nicer.
Don't want to get seasick.
To fight the seasickness.
Yes.
So this kind of gives you an idea for how the hull would look once you flip it over and fiberglass the interior as well. So before you paint the exterior and paint the interior, it's just raw fiberglass. We try to keep it really nice and tidy and neat and clean. So you can see what kind of fiberglass work we're trying to accomplish here. Over here, we're just starting fiberglassing the cabin of the 66. So you can see the core cabin, that's made of I-80 core cell, which is a 4-pound density closed cell foam. Then we'll apply 2 layers of 1700 biaxial cloth to that. Once it's glassed on the outside, we'll glue the flybridge onto it. Then we'll cut the fixture out of the inside and fiberglass the whole inside of the shell as well. So right now we're in the engine room of the 59, and we're in the process of building out the pump shelves and machinery spaces. The water tank's already built. The sea chests are in. This is all getting tabbed together to make it a monolithic structure. Then we'll build out the shelf inside there where we're going to mount our pumps and through hulls. Then we'll put the lid on it, put the battery boxes in here, and start fairing this out. The pink material you see is all fair. It's a epoxy fairing compound. So once we get it all constructed, we'll fair it out, get it painted, get the motors in this baby.
What about apparel? Where do you sell apparel?
So the gift shop is upstairs. No, I'm kidding. There's no gift shop.
Because people do
actually,
ask me about
Shelby,
So if you want any kind of Duffie Boatworks apparel, we've started actually a new line last year. We have a full Duffie Boatworks website available online, DuffieBoatworks.com. If you go to the shop page, there's a full online store there that you can access any kind of apparel that we have currently, and we ship it right to your house.
Well, thank you so much,
you.
John and Shelby.
Yes, ma'am.
I know everybody enjoyed it or amazed at everything I learned today. It was a wealth of information. Like Josh said, his head is still spinning because we're letting it all sink in. And congrats to a huge, successful business here in Ocean City, close to, where you live and where you fish.
Yep.
Thanks again to John Duffie at Duffie's Boatworks. We're headed over to Fishtails now to check out Christmas in July, then go on the water with the Tipsy Tiki. So stay tuned.
If you want your trade-in to be worth more down the road, then shop Toyota, the best resale value brand according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for the third year in a row. On a $45,000 vehicle, see how these Toyotas are predicted to be worth thousands more than the average vehicle after the first 5 years of ownership. That's performance you can count on. Shop local inventory on buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Thanks for joining us for this nautical adventure. First, we checked out Ocean City's boat show at the Convention Center, then Duffie's Boatworks. We hoped you enjoyed checking out all the boats and how they're built. Be sure to join us for another episode to discover all that Maryland's coast has to offer.
Thanks for watching Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's coast naturally cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.